committee is formed by virtue of the Standing Order 91, and the committee is made up of 8 members, and we are entitled to conduct inquiries into various departments and ministries. It's actually quite a large ambit of work, because we cover the Office of the Prime Minister, the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Planning, Ministry of Trade, and so on. Essentially, what I do is I take guidance from the administrative staff, first of all. The staff is extremely professional and well prepared, and the staff advised me as a new senator about matters which had been of interest from previous committees, previous office holders. So there's a certain amount of continuity in the work. And then we meet as members of the standing committee. We meet once a month. We have an hour-long meeting where we discuss matters which we may want to inquire into. We talk about the strategy to be used if we are going public with the inquiry and so on. We consider correspondence which may have been sent out or correspondence which may have come into us. And then we enter into the public arena where we are filmed while we deal with those persons who've come to assist us. Much of the work is done outside of the meetings, not only by members of the committee but also by members of the administrative staff. Because as an independent senator chairing this committee, I do not have a research assistant. So it means that if we are going to conduct an inquiry into food fraud, as we are now doing, I have to spend a great deal of time doing research on my own to see how best we may direct the inquiry, what would be pertinent questions to ask, which groups we may ask questions of, and that kind of thing. And I imagine every other member does that kind of background work. I have to say, I am expecting a lot out of this inquiry, because when we did the research, we realized that there have been similar inquiries in other territories after disaster. So there was the incident in China with the poisoned milk, and there was an inquiry into that. Then in Europe a few years ago, there was a whole issue of horse meat being sold as beef, and there was an inquiry into that. And of course in the States we've heard of vegetables such as lettuce and so on being pulled from the markets because they contain the E. coli bacteria. Now, to the best of my knowledge, we have not had such an incident here, nor do we have a regulatory process where we protect our food from essentially things like terrorist attacks, which is what they do in the US. So I'm trying to see if we can, assist in this inquiry by perhaps informing others to create a framework for a regulatory system in relation to food quality, and that would go right from the beginning of the process to the end of the process, which is on sale at the supermarket. Yes, we concluded an inquiry into case flow management, into High Court criminal matters. And there's a draft report already prepared, again, thanks to the administrative staff. But I suspect we will need to have everyone's input before it is finalized. I expect that would be within a few weeks. I have already seen the impact because I have been approached by members of the public who have said that they saw the session, and there was a session which involved input by the Director of Public Prosecutions, representatives of the Ministry of the Attorney General, and so on, which was extremely content rich. And hearing these high public officials give explanations about some of the difficulties or the reasons why members of the public find accessing the judicial system so difficult, I think it certainly helped them to understand what goes on behind the scenes. I think if any person goes up on the website for Parliament, there is a little blurb about what each committee is entitled to do. So the man on the street who wants to see can simply go and do a check and see which ministry is covered by which committee. And anyone can write in, or I suppose email Parliament and so on, and express whatever concerns they may have or ideas for inquiries which they would like to see done, and certainly we'll take it on board. My committee works very well. I'm very pleased by the interest and professionalism shown by the administrative staff. They are extremely helpful to help us get on our way. And the members of the committee have been, I think, they've done more than yeoman's duties. So I'm very proud to be the chairman of their committee.